life in the fast lane.
Let's get ready to rumble! Hey, what happened? What happened? Hey, what happened?
All right, here we go. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, everybody. And if you're listening, make sure you check us out: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's at Mental Case Dads. Let's get this show on the road. It's such a...
Hey, listen.
So-
Leanne, I shouldn't take this shit. Do you know how many times we finished the show before and he's like, fuck, we got to do it again? And like, thank God there was no guest. And we sit and we record the whole show from scratch again. Or he didn't turn the camera on. Or fuck me, he's done something, okay? One time.
Well, you know what?
One time I get all this pressure and I forget to hit record.
You know what it was?
And I'm the big asshole.
You know what it was? He was so nervous to meet you. That's what it was.
See? It's Leanne's fault. It's Leanne's fault.
Yeah. So let me introduce her again, okay? So
Oh, this should be interesting.
Let's see if you nail it this time. Yeah.
Leanne
Yes.
Mladen.
That is correct.
Bada bing! Come on. I should have a sound effect for that. You're really lacking on the sound effect. He's supposed to be my sound.
Where's my cards?
Oh, yeah, I got his cards. That's
Hold
the only
on.
one he knows is the Taco Bell one. What are you doing, my dear, to keep yourself busy?
This feels like deja vu.
I hear you like smoking a lot of weed,
I do.
bong
I do.
style.
I like, I've been roller skating and I've been up north a lot this summer.
Yeah,
so.
and you have a Instagram page where people can see. Why don't you give us all of your socials?
Yeah, how do we
you've got
find you?
Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff, right?
At Joke Lady Haha. That is my Instagram and that's my Twitter.
Yep.
And I also have like a website. It's on those though.
Yeah.
And so I post my shows, but I also just post my skating videos and
Yes.
just fun little
Yeah, I've
things.
seen your skating videos. Yeah, yeah, and your cute little outfits and stuff.
Yeah, I'll put it out.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
say that
awesome.
again like that? Cute
You want me to
little
do the cute
outfits
little
and
outfits and stuff? I can do that. Yeah. Now, are you got any shows coming up?
What have I got coming up? Oh, tomorrow night I'm at the it's called Cannabis Court. It's an outdoor location on Spadina, just south of Kensington Market.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's called Cannabis Court, and there's been shows there Wednesdays and Sundays, like all summer. And so it's the last Wednesday. So that's
So-
tomorrow
That's cool.
night. Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you into when you're on stage? Like, who do you like to pick on the most? Are you going through a phase? Like, I know some comedians, they go through phases and they like to they pick on certain things, or they go a certain way and they kind of get like almost like a genre for a while and then they go another way. What are you all about these days? Or is it kind of like a mix?
You know what? It's funny you ask because you do have to kind of change, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to do things that kind of like reflect where you are in life,
Yeah.
right? And so during COVID lockdown stuff, when I couldn't do any performing, I was writing a bunch of new stuff, and like I'm turning 50 in February, so I
Shut the front door.
yeah.
Really?
So, yeah,
She's one
I am.
hot 50-year-old, eh?
You're doing okay, Leanne.
Yes.
Thank
Damn
you.
straight.
So all these jokes are kind of about like my midlife crisis
Yeah, that's awesome.
that's going on right now. Yeah.
Well, every comedian usually talks about what they're going through. I mean, there's not a lot that would tell different stories about different people. Well, maybe.
I certainly can't speak for everybody, but the comedians that I've followed and I've watched, documentaries or interviews, I've come to find out a lot of the stuff that they do on stage, like the good stuff, the stuff that, stuck for long periods of time with them and people remember them for, it's personal to them. They've made a joke out of it, but it's from a life experience or someone close to them.
Yeah.
It's their life experience, but somehow connected to. And some of the stuff's so outrageous, you think, oh no, it's just made up, but it's real.
Yeah.
It makes it even funnier.
And like I would say that, yeah, like it's probably more personal than like a lot of other jokes that I've done, you know what
Do-
I mean? Like, so it is definitely like you feel like, yeah, you feel more attached to it.
Mhm.
Like when it does well. Like I just did a show, one of those shows at the drive-in.
Oh yeah.
So cool. And like people honk their horn instead
That's
of
cool.
like laughing. It's really neat.
It's cool, right?
Do you find it more comfortable that way?
Pardon me?
Do you find it more comfortable that way with cars instead of people? Like, can you see the people, or is just nothing but cars?
It's nothing but cars. It was weird too because like the drive-in, you know how you listen to the sound on the radio in your car?
Yeah.
So like I was mic'd, but there was no external speakers, right? So
Oh shit. So
like when the host was introducing me, I had to stand right beside him to hear him because there was I didn't have a little radio with me backstage.
oh wow.
You know?
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. So that was really cool. But it was fun actually. I just took an audio recording of it when I was there and just listening to it with honks where laughs
Yep.
usually go. It's funny.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you find it's therapeutic sometimes because you're kind of making fun of your own personal stuff, and sometimes like do you find it's a good outlet to work things out like internally for yourself?
Well, I think so because I think it's always good to laugh at things when you can, right? So,
Absolutely.
But I've seen like some comics go up like at open mics and stuff and just have like meltdowns, you know?
Oh
And
no,
it's just,
really?
That
I'm just
could
like, okay,
be
that's
me.
too personal. Like, I don't want to. Now I'm worried about you. You know, like you can't laugh at somebody when you're worried about them. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Well, it makes it harder anyway.
Right? Yeah. So I
That's
I
crazy.
think it's good material anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
no,
keep
that's
going
awesome.
that direction.
Yeah, keep
for a
going
bit.
there. Yeah. Now the drive-in one is because I thought I saw something that you had an upcoming show at Bingaman's Park.
That's where it was.
That's where it was, Bingaman's Park. I've been to Bingaman's before. Last year I think I went, or the year before. I took my kids there for the splash thing, whatever they had, and we camped there because we can travel with my my trailer and stuff. But it was a great time. But now seeing the way they're having concerts and stand up comedy has got to be the toughest. A concert, the guys they're gonna have a good time, right? They can hear the music; it's probably blasting. But a stand up comic, like you said, especially if it's not mic'd and you don't have anything amplified behind you to hear you, it's got to feel so weird.
Oh yeah, it was weird, but it like good weird. I don't know, like it feels so good right now just to
be
telling
back.
people
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
right?
That's
And-
the consensus I'm getting.
Yeah.
Colin, is everybody's glad to be back.
Yep.
Now, hopefully, we stay that way, right? That's the main thing. Is let's stay that way.
And like I've been doing like like the last 5 shows I've done have been outdoor shows, and this one
Yeah,
tour, and
that's great.
And it's like so fun. I like it. I'm into that now. And but yeah, like winter is gonna come. Like so. we
Yeah,
have to go
yeah. So
with
they're
it.
going to go back inside, and hopefully something they can create to make it better for the audience to come back. So
So do you have a contingency plan as we move towards these winter months in case of another lockdown, or if they kind of recess a little backwards and go to like stage 2 again, or like maybe something a little bit more virtual online? Have you thought about that?
You know what? I really don't like the telling jokes online. I tried that
Yeah.
a few times, and then I was like,
You
no,
can't feed off of anything.
That's right. And you can't really, yeah, it just feels like like, to me, I got no more value out
yeah,
of
there's
it.
zero atmosphere, right?
Oh no, zero.
It's just you might as well sing in the shower.
Yeah,
Actually, singing in the shower
No.
might be better.
I like singing
For
in the
me,
shower.
anyway.
I sound good there. Good acoustics.
The only reason you sound good there is when nobody's around, and
I said I think I sound
Yeah.
good. I didn't say anyone else thought I sound good.
Yeah, so I'll probably just write stuff.
that's
if
good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what you did in the spring when we were shut down? You were just writing new material?
Like, it took me a little bit to get going. Like at first, I made some goofy videos, craft ideas with like stuff you clean up from your house.
Oh, nice.
At the beginning, so I made some videos. Like
I love that though. That's fun.
Yeah.
like
Right?
making a disguise with dryer lint, and they had
You know you're losing your mind
Yeah.
aboard when.
oh yeah, I made something. It made something with, like on the top of the ketchup and the mustard, you get like the hard bits.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
made beads, friendship pins. That's what
Oh,
I made.
nice. Very cool. I have done nothing. I have drank, smoked, and ate since COVID started. I think I was 115 pounds when it started.
Oh yeah. I honest to God, I think since March I've put on 25 pounds.
Oh, dude, man, I've probably put on 30.
See, everybody's like either gone one way or the other.
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it is truly one extreme or the other.
I have a lot of friends that I see like you on Instagram, but my buddies and stuff just like hardcore exercising, and I'm sitting in my garage. Oh, you guys can
Oh
do
yeah.
that
But
all
you
I
know
want.
you know what? When
I actually have the pasties right now. I hit a bowl before I started.
Oh God. Here we go. Gonna put the team on my back again.
When you sent me that message and said I'll send you the link in 10 minutes, I was like, oh sweet.
Yeah, you got time. Yeah.
I got time.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I took a hit, and then I waited for your slow ass to show up.
Yeah. But you're right. You know what? People have gone to one extreme or the other. I've gotten fatter where I have a friend,
And uglier.
she had some weight and she's sitting at home. She says, "That's it. I'm committing." And
Hardcore now.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
I wish I had that button. I don't have that button right now.
And she's doing amazing. Like
I gotta
wish
hit something. Maybe
yeah.
you know what we should do is we should make a bet.
Ooh, a challenge.
Do a challenge. I think that would get us going.
Oh, game on.
Right.
Okay, now let me just bring things down for a second.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna ruin it.
Did I not hear you say before that you had a stroke?
Yes.
You're taking away my advantage, Leanne.
Here's your challenge already.
Yeah, I know.
If that doesn't do it, mister.
I had
don't know
I had a
what
stroke.
Right?
No, absolutely. You're 100% correct. Making me feel bad on my own show.
Okay.
Good for you, Leanne. I've been trying, and he won't have it.
You know what? I'm never fucking having her back again.
I'm having her back. You don't have to come. I
No,
like where she's
you know
going
what?
with
I was
this.
at the doctor's last week at some point, and he didn't even say hi. He's like, "Whoa, you got fat." So I know there was a problem, and I told because, like I said, before the stroke, I was probably 200 pounds lean muscle, and it just went to shit. But hey, what are you gonna do? Life's a bitch.
Well, I don't know, man. I just think
You gotta have fun.
That's
you
it.
do,
Have
but you
fun,
know,
right?
we got to take care of ourselves. And hey, listen, all jokes aside and stuff. The fact of the matter is, still smoke.
Yep.
We're in our 40s, and guess what? We're males. We are like prime targets for heart attack.
But
we got some extra weight. Like we got to start thinking about it.
I gave up the cigarettes when I had the stroke,
Yep.
That's
and
good.
and I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Very, very rarely. I'll have a scotch, and then I toke every day, but it's filtered by water.
Here he
Well, that
goes.
sounds like really
Justifying.
good lifestyle adjustment.
I
I
think
think that's good.
I think I'm on the right track.
So we're actually going to set up a challenge here. Like
yeah, we can set up a challenge.
we should do it from October 1st to Halloween,
Yeah.
and we should have a weigh-in on the 1st
Okay.
and a weigh-in on the 31st.
Yeah. You're gonna lose.
No, I won't because I get like tunnel vision. Leanne, when I get my eye on the prize, it's OCD. It's actually an illness. I have a problem. You know, my fiance,
He is a problem.
she'll take a picture and it could be perfectly angled, and
many-
she can have people over, and she'll turn it just a tenth of an inch, and I'll walk into the room, and it's the first thing I'll see, and I'll fix it.
Yeah.
I have a problem. So when it comes to
But again-
challenges, and I have a goal.
You think you can finish it?
Oh no! I now finish it. I'm gonna
He can't.
kick your ass with it.
He can't finish anything.
Oh, we'll see.
How many fiancés have you had?
Oh my God! Did you?
Why do you keep marrying people?
Oh,
Yeah. You can't finish. You keep marrying people, starting all over.
Well done. Well done. You know what? That's a point for you.
Yeah.
But buddy, you just started the war.
No,
You
that's
think I
awesome.
would have learned my lesson?
You know what? I got, it's been 21 years for my wife and I now, and we've got 3 kids, 3 wonderful kids, because they listen to the pod sometimes too, so I have to say that. But my kids are older and things like that, but there was a lot of work. But what happened to us is I had a child with her at a very young age, because, I mean, we're still young. I'm fuck, how old am I? 42 now. And I've got a 24-year-old, right? So we started pretty young. So she was my high school sweetheart. We ended up getting married, and we just, I don't know, it worked out. Yeah, we had freaking trials and shit we had to go through.
Who doesn't?
Especially being bipolar. I've got bipolar disorder, and I've said it before. Melanie always reminds me that it's only 10% of marriages that succeed when one of the individuals in that marriage has bipolar disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because it's a tough go. It's a tough go. Now,
Sure.
I think it's been a little bit easier for myself because my wife has really jumped on board to make sure that I am properly medicated. And because I'll get up, this is what I do, right? Okay. So I can get up whenever the hell I want to get up, is what I'm saying. But with medication and bipolar disorder, you have to take your meds constantly, right? You have to take them, and you have to take them at the same time every day. So if it's 8 o'clock in the morning, you can't take them at 11 the next day. And then 12 o'clock the next day, you can't, it just messes up your system, right? So
No, you have to stick to a regimen.
fuck, man.
Sure.
Before we actually knew what was going on, I had this little red pill. My kids called it my happy pill. They made sure, Dad, take his happy pill yet? We're not going to ask him for any money because he hasn't taken his happy pill. But so I used to take this pill every day, but I didn't take it faithfully. And the days that I didn't take it, I could really feel myself being like dizzy and feeling shitty and even emotional, like a fucking just a complete wreck sometimes, right? And then then I found out about this because I had a lapse, and well, you've probably heard my story, but I had a lapse, and we got into it. The police ended up coming, taking me to the thing, and then that's when they diagnosed me with bipolar disorder. Well, from that moment on, my medication was being taken at, because then Melanie started researching in things too, right? But 7:30, 8 o'clock, that's when I get my meds every day. But not everybody has a person like that.
No.
Right? Not everybody has that person that will, no matter how much it sucks for them, because even on the weekends, she sets her alarm because she knows I'll just sleep through it. She sets her alarm. She grabs me a drink. This is my wife. She's a freaking saint. I love her to death.
I don't know why she keeps you around.
I don't know why she keeps me around either. I'm a fat piece of shit.
Sounds like a lot of work.
I am you know
We
what?
should put him down.
I'm a she's gonna
Put him out of his misery.
She's just going to euthanize me. My God.
And I am going to let her.
But yeah, every day. I know it's so much work being crazy, but you know what?
But you have somebody who's supportive.
I've got somebody supportive. So
Right.
I wouldn't trade her for the world.
So, Leanne, we speak to a lot of comedians. And one of the things I've taken away from everyone we've spoken to, it's the kind of gig where, sometimes travel's involved. Like it's not the easiest
It's a
of
stressful
gigs. Like, right.
job.
Now you were saying you'd been with someone quite a long time. Very supportive?
Yeah, actually, like pretty supportive because I also have a day job.
Yep.
And so I do like traveling shows like in blocks.
Yep.
Kind of.
Right.
So yeah, it works pretty good. Yeah. Like I think that it works out all right. Yeah,
So-
he's pretty supportive.
Being on
Like,
stage.
he never comes and watches me or anything like that. Like he's not that supportive. Like he's not going to go to a
Yeah.
show.
Has he ever been to one of your shows?
Oh, he has. Yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
he does
Because I was
say-
getting a little worried there. It's like, wait a
No,
minute.
yeah. Well,
Like,
because
if
that's
I'm
like
like-
What's
your
with this
job,
guy?
right?
But,
It'd be no different than you going to work at Wendy's.
Now-
I'm not going to come visit you at Wendy's every day, right?
Yeah, you would. Look at you.
Oh, snap.
What?
You're an idiot.
Oh, that's
was
a
pretty
point back
good.
for me.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
good. Okay,
Set
we're-
that up.
Yeah.
So you now you don't have to answer if you don't like, but you said you had another job.
Yeah.
Obviously, being on stage doing your thing, that's your happy place. That's you, right? So what is it you do? What's your little moonlight side gig?
Okay, well,
Gay porn.
here's the thing. You said I'm really no. You said I'm really happy, right?
Yep.
But that is the thing. That is because my day job. I also really love my day job.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yes. And
Wow,
so
that's
why
this is
I
rare.
Work all the time because I like to do both of them. But I don't talk about it on stage. I'll talk about it with you guys, but I don't talk about it on stage because I just like to keep the two things
Separately.
And
Absolutely.
you know what? And that's fair enough.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's fair
But
enough.
I'm a high school art teacher.
That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
Freaking, you made my day. You'd be the coolest fucking teacher in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so hold on. So you don't talk about it on stage, but have you gotten any material from these kids and you've kind of anonymously slipped it into your act and made it something
No.
else?
No,
You keep
like,
them completely separate.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Oh, you
I do.
you must have some own material of yourself then with high school.
High school. So what grades?
like 9 to 12.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I teach at an all boys school now. So
Oh my
I'm going back to school.
God.
And guess what? I love art now.
Those poor boys. Those
Oh, that's
Poor-
awesome. Well, good for you.
poor I bet you
Yeah.
every one of those boys have her Instagram.
Now,
And-
do
and
any of
watch
them
her
realize that you're a comedian?
some of them, yeah, some they do actually. But I like my public, like my comedy name is slightly different
Yes.
from my school name. So as far as them following me on social media,
They
and
can't
stuff
quite
like
find
that,
you, but they know you have this other
yeah,
gig
but
where
they know
you're a
that.
comedian.
And because I run a stand-up club at school too. So
Oh, hey, that's
Oh.
awesome.
yeah,
That's
so I have
so
See,
cool.
I wish when I was in high school, like they had drama, right? But it was the
I
same
had
old. It
losers
was the
for
same
teachers.
same old thing. They
That's what I
if they
thought.
had like a stand up class or something like that, that would have been awesome.
You still wouldn't have got up.
You're right, but it would have been awesome.
Oh, that is so cool. I
yeah,
mean,
I think it's amazing.
I have to ask her now about the Wacky Tobacco. That's a given. Have you heard, well, you must have heard me talk about the Wacky Tobacco show.
Yes, and yes, I heard you say Wacky Tobacco. I'm like, that guy is such a dad.
I am a dad, mental case dad, baby. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, I want to have you on the show. In fact, I might
Yeah.
have you on as the next one because I have a blast with those, and I just literally just sit here.
You know, one of these days,
Oh.
one of these days, I'm going to come on. And I'm going to smoke with you. I can't.
That'll be-
I cannot promise how it's going to go. There is.
Oh, I can.
There's no roadmap for how this will go with me.
I know exactly how it's gonna go.
I may end up sleeping in a corner on the floor. It's a real possibility,
Yeah,
but
no,
I promise you
that's-
it could be
Oh,
fun.
that's so freaking awesome. You know what? I still can't get past the poor boys. I can't get past them.
I know.
I'm just at loss for words. These
I know.
these young gentlemen trying to be as innocent as they are. Is this a Catholic school by any chance?
No, it's not.
Oh, 'cause
that would have been the
made it
icing
even
on the
better.
cake.
Yeah, it would have been even
That
better.
would have been it. Like,
That's what I was
don't
hoping
know.
for.
They probably think I'm old.
What's that?
They
no,
probably think I'm old.
no.
Listen, I used to be a teenage boy in grade 9 to 12, and it didn't matter how old.
No. One of my good friends was dating our phys ed teacher.
No way.
Oh, she was hot.
Really?
She was hot.
That's crazy.
It is
That
crazy.
is crazy. That's
Earlier in my career, I dated some kids' dads, and
yeah. That's
How did-
different.
how did that
That's-
go?
That's still
older
legal.
brother.
How did that go? Is it awkward after?
Well, they were like really rich because it was at like a private school.
Yep.
And so, No, it wasn't really awkward, but it was just like money doesn't really do much for me. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just like spending these guys' money.
That's freaking awesome.
One guy took me to the casino and gave me like a bunch of money, and I was just like, sure, 200 on this. Like, throwing money down.
Just
Time
throw this
realized.
guy. You know what? Sucks to be him. Yeah, if he's taking you there, go nuts. Especially if he
Like-
got money, right?
Why
Well,
not?
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
if
yeah.
if your money's all you have to impress people with, that's not
It only goes so far.
Yeah.
It may be fun for a first date or so, but then you gotta have a little personality. There's got to be more to it, more substance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a few layers to get through.
Oh yeah, you do.
What did Ian say? I was a squishy bodybuilder. A squishy bodybuilder. So that's
you're-
what I'm going with.
You're a squishy bodybuilder.
Because I used to be a bodybuilder. No, I wasn't a bodybuilder. I was just very healthy. Like I hit the gym and I would.
Were you
I
a
mean,
wrestler?
no, I never. I never wrestled. I never got really tight with.
I've seen some
men
pictures of
and
younger Mick, and let me tell you, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know it was him.
No, and hair. I had hair too.
Well, that too.
Yeah, but
It
you
got
know what?
through me
You
a
get
little.
older, you deal with it.
I'm not dealing with shit.
Dude, you know your hair is like Santa Claus, right?
Oh, it's not the white that bothers me. It's not the gray. It's the thinning part. Thick as shit everywhere else, but right there,
Oh, you get thin.
thinning,
Oh, that-
and it's going to become a problem because I ain't doing the brush over.
Well, why don't you go like put extensions in?
This is going to be a one-man show soon because I'm going to kill him.
Like if you put mascara on the wisps of hair, it'll thicken them up.
Will it thicken? So mascara on
will.
on the
Yeah,
ends.
it'll make them voluptuous.
Thicken it up, yeah.
You can have voluptuous.
Hair.
No,
I want voluptuous
it
hair.
wouldn't really be voluptuous hair. It'd just
I'm
be-
gonna
a
go
voluptuous bald
next time
spot.
I go get my hair done. I'm gonna sit in the chair and they're gonna say, "What would you like to do?" And I'm gonna tell them, "I want voluptuous hair."
You know what you should do is get in the chair and say, "I just want them to thin it out."
I'm telling you, I'm one hair away from shaving the whole thing, and I have an
Oh,
egghead.
my.
It'll be bad.
Yeah.
No, like from my view, you don't need the shave. You look like you have hair.
He's got hair. Yeah.
I
he's got-
have hair, but
Oh, it's
but
no, dude.
it's
You're
like
not
there.
even. You're not even.
Okay,
close.
just a little bit. Yeah. Well, how tall are you?
About 6 feet.
So who's going to see the top of your head anyway?
Yeah,
right?
Not many
me.
people. And if anyone's taller than me, I usually just do this.
Yeah, just look back. Yeah, look back.
I'll wear a ball. I actually wear a ball cap a lot. I remember my grandmother telling me when I was young, "Stop wearing a ball cap so much. You're gonna lose all your hair." And I'm like, whatever. Yeah, she was right.
Do you play any sports yourself?
Not really.
No?
I used to play sports, but I'm more like, yeah. I can't keep a schedule. I just do my own thing.
I'm the worst for scheduling.
Yeah.
Actually, doing this podcast has made me a better scheduler.
Oh, you're on. When it comes to this, I'll give him this, and I don't give him a lot of kudos, Leanne. Believe me when I tell you,
He's usually making fun.
always. But when it comes to this show, he is on point. Like we're gonna finish this show, and maybe not tonight because they're camping. But typically, right after a show, we'll finish it around say 8:30ish. We'll wrap up.
Yeah.
And then he'll spend till about sometime early in the morning when I'm waking up editing.
Yeah, like I'll stay up
He's-
all night
he is-
till 4 or
it-
5 in the morning, and
One of the most committed people to a project I've ever seen when it comes to the pod. Outside
Yeah.
of that, it's a crapshoot.
you know what?
Yeah, it really depends.
It really depends on the flavor of the day, but yeah.
it's my passion right now. This is my my passion right now, and I the one thing I said with my wife, and it's very common when it comes to people with mental illness such as bipolar and stuff like that, that they jump on these fixes, right? And I've had it my entire life. I've been addicted to watches. So I got to have
watches.
all the watches. Addicted to bongs. Got to have all the bongs. Got to have all the pipes.
You have an addictive personality.
I got a very addictive
Me too.
personality, right? And then, but when I jump on something, I used to really like the Punisher. You know the Punisher guy.
Yeah.
So I used to love that. So I got a tattoo. Well, I got a couple of tattoos of Punisher on me. I had my truck decked out in stickers and shit. of Punisher.
You're the asshole who cut me off. You're the Punisher truck.
Yeah, I'm the Punisher.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, but
When you get an idea in your head, I don't know. Same question for you, Leanne. Do you have to if it's like, okay, I want to get this. Do you have to get it right away? Like once you get it in your head,
yeah,
I have to hey, I want this. I'm getting it. It can't wait. It has to be like yesterday. That's how I am.
oh
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm like that.
no,
You have
That's
patience.
Yeah. Like
you know what? And I actually get that feeling from you just through the screen. I can feel your chillness. I do. I can feel the chillness coming through the
Yeah,
screen.
she is pretty chill.
Do I sound like a preacher right now? I feel you coming through the screen at me. Glory.
Next week, Leanne's going to go to the school. Leanne, you got 2 new students. They're a little older, but
Yeah, they're a lot
nonetheless,
older.
they're continuing their education.
But they're bringing their own weed, so they're okay.
no, at school you have to have a vape pen.
Oh yeah, I gotta have a vape pen.
Yeah,
I'll be
you don't know what it
I'll be
smells
that
like.
big old guy standing out there on the sidewalk with the young kids vaping.
You'd probably be really popular.
Yeah. Just now, I don't like those vape pens that it's just a cloud of smoke.
Oh yeah,
Like
no, you see them
those-
coming out of the window of the car. You think the
I
car
don't-
just
I
blew
don't
up on
know what's
fire.
Those are the smoking kind, like the
Yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
that. I'm talking. I want a weed vape pen. Like
like
you've
the
seen
weed
my
one.
weed vape pen,
You
right?
don't see anything really.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's next to nothing. I'll show you my pen after. I'll hit it after.
And it doesn't smell like weed either. It has a different smell. Like
No, you can get actually flavored stuff too.
yeah.
You know what? These days you can get pretty much anything.
My wife
you
won't
wanna
even do that.
You want to hear funny? This actually happened. So last year, my oldest son, he is 13 in grade 8, and now weed is legal, as we know. Now they're not into it. Like they're
So
smart
you
kids. Like you know what? Thank goodness, my son Brady, he's around great kids and he's a good kid. He's
got his head on his shoulders.
Yeah, not like his dad.
Doesn't
no
like
trouble, nothing. So one day, him and his 3 friends, they always sit together at the same table in this one class, and his friend had grabbed his father's jacket to wear to school.
Nice.
In the jacket is a Ziploc baggie with gummy bears.
Sweet.
So they're sitting there and they're allowed to have not drinks, but they're allowed to have a snack on the table. His friend says, "Hey, I got some gummy bears." So, and there was like 8 of them or 9 of them in this bag.
No.
Now, keep in mind, these are 13-year-old kids the size of a minute. They haven't even eaten lunch yet. So they all put in around 2 of them into their bodies. Now, inside the baggie, I guess when you get the gummies, I don't know if they come in a box or what, but it has like a little label that says what it is and whatever, right? It's been cut out and put in this baggie. So they finished the gummies for these 4 idiots, and the kid's going to throw out the bag. And he's looking at this little label and he's like, guys, I think we may have a problem. So they all look at it, and like I said, they're smart kids. They're like, oh shit. Well, you know what? We only had 2. Like, I don't feel anything. They're just gummy bears. Like,
Yeah.
you probably have to eat a whole bunch. So like, don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. He throws it out, and then they all start feel funky. So like good kids, they call over the teacher and they said, listen, something bad has happened. So the teacher walks all 4 of these fuckers down to the principal's office. They call in my kid first, and they sit him down, and he tells me the story like this. He goes, I sat down, and he goes, all I remember is the principal going, now, Brady, I asked you to come in first to tell me what really happened, because you know what? I've known you a long time, and you always tell the truth. And Brady said he put his hands on his knees, and he looked up at the principal, and he's like, hey, what's up? And he's like, get out. And he said when he walked out, his other 2 friends were sitting to wait to see the principal. They were turned, talking like their face to a wall, laughing at the wall. He went home. He ate something like 2 subs, a bag of chips, and something else. He slept, woke up, felt like garbage. And I thought it was a really, really funny thing. But the scary thing is, thank God it was just gummies, right? I mean, this is the thing with the legalization. It's so readily available and harmless enough for you and I. Like, Jesus,
It's harmless for them,
like
too.
we could ingest like a handful of gummies and we'll probably feel like hell after. But for a kid, you got to be a little bit more careful about where you leave shit around.
Well,
But
yeah, like I was gonna say, that's just that dad's fault. That's like leaving your liquor cabinet open with a house full of teenagers.
yeah, you know bad things are about to happen.
Yeah.
Right. But he was telling me, he's like, Dad, he goes, I felt like I was floating, and then I felt like I was sinking, and then I felt like I was going to fall over, and then I thought I was going to throw up on the teacher.
You know what?
An awesome story for those boys, though, right?
I told him,
Like,
I said,
they'll
the
tell
four
that
of you
story for the
will
rest of
never,
their lives.
ever forget that for the rest of your lives. The four of you will talk about that
Yep.
forever.
And you know what they're going to add to that story? And they're going to say, to this day, our dads still don't know we fucking did it on purpose.
That's right. Though we fucking tricked them. Probably did too.
Yes, I guarantee
The
it.
teacher probably thought that was pretty hilarious.
I'm sure he did. He probably got a good chuckle out of that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I get a call. I literally get a
Now
call
he's got
from
a
the high
taste for it.
school saying, and I couldn't take the call, so I got a message that his high school had called, and they only call if something not good has happened. And with him, he never gets in trouble, so I'm worried, right? And when I called,
done?
like, there's been a situation, and I'm like, did he get into a fight? Like, did something happen? And because he got bullied a year ago, and they're like, no, your son's done drugs. And I'm like, what?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
They're like, don't panic. It was he only ingested a couple gummies.
Apparently he
And
got it from
I
that
I
your
started
host.
laughing. Huh?
Maybe he got it from me.
Probably.
Yeah.
You pusher, you're the pusher
I'm
man.
the pusher. Yes.
Doesn't surprise me.
Pretty good.
I have a similar story with the accidental drugs at school.
Oh, you or the kids?
The accidental ones are always the best.
No, a friend of mine, she teaches out in Barrie, and I guess every once in a while at her high school, like the cops come through with dogs.
Oh God.
They just check the lockers and stuff. Well, there was this like supply teacher, like this brand new kid that didn't have a job yet, kind of thing.
Oh,
God,
nice.
you know
was
shit's
and
bad
this
when
was, like before it was legal, right?
you know
And,
shit's
like,
bad when they got to
like-
come in with dogs.
Oh yeah, it's like 3 years ago, and so this person just got called like probably at like 7 in. Can you come in and teach? So like it's like a 25-year-old.
Oh, that
or
sucks.
Oh no.
They go into school and they had weed in their jacket, and the dogs found it, and then like all the kids were like laughing.
Oh.
Like, everybody.
It's the coolest teacher in the world.
The teacher gets busted.
I watched. We caught our shop teacher, and there was 2 shop teachers in our school in Brampton, and Mr. De Silva and Mr.
Where'd you
Bursey.
go, Tincuzi?
Turner Fenton.
Okay,
Yeah, and you know where that is?
I don't know where that one is. No.
Okay. Big school. It's like 5,000 students. Big school. And so we caught them smoking weed underneath the hood. Well, the next day, and we used to always go in all the time and pick on these 2 shop teachers because that's who we liked anyway. And so they put black tape on the windows looking in and would lock the doors. So we would just come into class then saying, we know what you're doing anyway. You don't have to hide it. But yeah, all the time. Mr. Bursey and Mr. De Silva, man. I don't think they're there anymore. He was a big biker guy, and he gave me a trophy one year, the SFB award.
What is that?
Shit for brains. So I got the shit for brains trophy. That's the relationship I had with
That's great.
with my shop teacher, but it was cool.
You can't give those awards anymore. you
Not
know?
even
Things
could
are
you
different.
imagine it? Like especially if you get some crazy fucking nutcase mom or dad, and your kid comes home and you, hey, look what my teacher came. He called me shit for brains, and then it's all over the news, and this teacher is now
It would be over.
getting the death
We
penalty.
had teachers
and-
smoking up with us. We
Oh,
had
it's-
teachers that would hit us with meters. Remember the wood meter sticks?
Yeah.
They,
Oh,
I'm probably
shit.
aging myself. They hit us on our arms with
Yeah.
the wood meter sticks.
because that was like back in the 30s.
Oh yeah, and those these I don't know what they're like now, but those little desks, you gotta it's like one person
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
slide
I
into it
wouldn't-
and you're kind of stuck. He'd hit us, and one of my friends who's trying to hop back and get away from him. He goes over, and it's like dominoes. Like 3 people all go over in their desks. It was a free for all.
Oh,
Now they look at you funny. You get charged.
yeah. The teachers don't have it easy.
No, not at all.
I bet you hot art teachers do though.
Have you ever had a confrontation with a student where you're like, oh shit, this is not good?
No.
Oh, that's good.
When I used to teach grade 8, and I think like at that age, right, like boys are really like going through puberty, and they're also like
They're all messed up.
they have no filter either, right? Like
Yeah.
so when I used to teach grade 8, that was a long time ago too. I got like some actual like little love letters, and then I had to like call them over and be like, I don't think that's really like something you should give me, and that's really
Yeah.
flattering, but maybe there's some girls your own age. But yeah, just like little boys like that. It was funny though going online, because like you get friendly with kids, right? Like especially a kid that's in grade 12 and you
Yeah.
teach for 4 years, and you joke around with them and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You know this
Like
person.
last year when we went online, it was like like the one kid, he's a big what's his team? Oh, I can't remember right now. It's escaping me. One kid's football team that he was really into, and then every time the Browns beat them, I would like usually tease him at school the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
And so when we were online, it happened, and like I wanted to like send him a little note like about the game,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, but that's not like
You got to
it's
check
not
yourself.
school related, so I shouldn't be doing that. So
It feels
it really
different.
took so
Yeah.
It takes that personalization away from
Yeah,
your
I
interaction.
never thought of
Mm.
that. Yeah.
For sure.
yeah,
Because
so
well,
just
now you have to,
little
like you
things
said, you've
that.
got to watch yourself so much, so you have to be careful.
Yep.
Even something so innocent, people can take it
Take it
so
wrong.
so far.
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Yep.
Yeah, like if somebody's parent was like, "What? Miss Mladen sending you messages on a Saturday?"
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know,
it's-
Yeah,
it's different,
people's
yeah.
perception is their reality. Right? You got to always remember
Well,
that.
people are really sensitive now.
I think probably hypersensitive is probably a little
Yeah,
bit more
and-
accurate, but
yeah. But
you
and
know.
then this is not just, this is worldwide too.
Yeah,
Like, it's
sure.
really sensitive, and I get a lot of it. I understand a lot of it. Again, because I've kind of opened my eyes to a lot more. But
Yeah.
I heard one thing with a lady having her baby. This is a baby, like an infant, and she can't change the baby until the baby gives it consent.
huh?
Yeah, it has to come from the eyes. And I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, this lady is cracked out of her. I don't get it. So some of the stuff I don't.
It's a little too
just,
much.
Is some you're just way out in the left.
Too
field.
much.
It's just crazy. But you know
To
what?
each their own.
To each their own. Leanne, thank you so much for joining us. I've had a blast.
Yeah, it was great having
this
you.
has been fun. And like I said, I am going to contact you about doing a wacky tobacco very shortly. I think
sure.
we would have a good time doing that. Everybody, this has been Leanne Mladen,
Yes.
the joke
You're
lady.
getting pretty good.
The joke lady, haha. So if you want to check her out, make sure that's at joke lady, haha. And that's the Instagram and Twitter account, correct?
Yeah.
Bada bing. And also check out her videos and stuff online. YouTube, you can check all that stuff out too as well. So again, Leanne, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks, Leanne.
It's been great. We've had a blast.
Yeah, so
All right.
nice meeting you.
Yes, so nice
Awesome.
meeting you. Have a good
Take
one.
care, Leanne.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, that
She was great.
awesome.
She was awesome. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Leanne Mladen, everybody.
Leanne
okay?
Mladen.
That was Leanne Mladen. So, what's the score of your games, buddy? I know
So,
you've been probably shitting
It's,
yourself there.
well,
with,
yeah, because the Yankees are facing the best pitcher in all of baseball, and I just like
so you are winning.
I would just like to say 3-0, and we've only given up one hit. So Garrett Cole, you are a stud. So let's go back to this challenge. So October 1st, October 31st. What's the deal? What are you willing to embarrass yourself with? Like, what am I going to get a trophy?
No. We're going to make a video out of it.
I'm good with whatever is going to make you look foolish at the end of this, because I'm in it to win it. Unlike the Blue Jays, they're definitely not in it to win it.
Okay. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to fucking beat you.
Yeah, you're going to beat me.
I'm nervous. What do you want to do?
The only thing you're going to beat is...
What do you want to do?
All right. So let's... It doesn't matter how you get there, whether it's
actually,
through
look at how much
exercise
I'm
or
touching
food.
this mic. It's all over the place.
You're getting all worked up. See? Who's pressing whose buttons now? Surprise, motherfucker.
I was thinking of having to strut downtown Bowmanville. I don't know, in an outfit, in a very nice outfit.
So we have...
How about we get to pick each other's
a tutu.
outfit? A tutu.
How about a little pink tutu?
With leggings.
With leggings down King Street. 2 blocks.
And what
and with a fairy wand. With a fairy wand.
And I'm going to look real cute in a nice
You're going to look great.
I don't even know where to find tights.
Don't worry.
Size.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, there's lots of big chicks
Don't
out there,
you worry.
I'm not going to need shit.
I thought you were just conceding defeat.
I'm not even going to need shit. You're going to get your ass kicked.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen.
So how do we justify?
I'm going to bring a scale.
So okay, all right.
On our next pod, which is Thursday.
Which is
With the first.
This is a really
which is the first, which is perfect.
Is it okay?
We're going to do a weigh-in.
Okay.
Okay. On the 31st, on the 31st, we're going to weigh in again, and whoever has lost the most weight wins.
You're fucked.
Oh, really?
You know what? Oh my god, that's not fair. I'm at the trailer.
Has nothing to do with that. What do you think? I'm running to a gym? You think I'm in any condition to do that? I'm still in physio. It's just going to be about eating right and what I'm going to cut out.
Okay. All right. So we'll do the weigh-in on thing, and then we're doing the tutu thing.
We're going to do the tutu thing.
I think we could make it even more.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we put some thought to it for Thursday, and Thursday we'll firm it up before weigh-in.
We'll put some thought into it for you, everybody.
I love
it. We'll figure out what we're gonna wear, shooting ourselves downtown Bowmanville here for a walk and being videotaped with a lot of light. Okay, that should be good.
I love it.
We're gonna need batteries for that thing then.
That's fine.
Because this is yeah.
It's going to be the walk of shame
at night. If I lose, I'm going to do it at like 3 a.m. No. I have to do it.
No. I'm talking a Saturday around lunchtime.
Oh, a freaking weekend.
No.
Okay,
you want to put it on the line there, big boy? Let's put it on the line.
Wow. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it on a Saturday.
And you know what? If we both end up losing some weight out of this, we're both winners.
That's what I figure. Yeah.
Right. We have some fun doing it.
Even if I can, if I lose 150 pounds, then I'd be.
Then you're gonna win.
I'm gonna be okay.
You're gonna win.
Hernandez.
Jays are just getting fed.
Who cares? It's baseball.
It's playoff baseball.
Yeah, I know. I am a little excited for them. I haven't really paid attention to the Jays. Well, you know that anyway. But as a Toronto boy, I'm excited that the Jays have made it. What's this, first time in 4 years? For the Jays?
Yep.
Yeah, I think first time in 4 years. Because that was the bat flip back then, correct?
It was. Yep. It was the bat flip.
Yeah. All right, man. I think. Yeah, I think that was
I think
a good show.
I think it was a great show as
right.
usual. Great to be back in the studio with you, buddy.
It was very nice to be back in the studio.
Good.
And we'll be back in the studio again. Oh, I was going to say Lady Mac is coming on the show next time, as she's
Lady Mac,
an author of erotica. So it's going to be good.
Thank you, God.
It's going to be good, and she has a very, very real story when it comes to having to.
Yes.
Now you're gonna.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say she's got a very, very strong story of overcoming some very hardships before you hit the sexy motion.
Still sexy
And
time.
it's got a great story. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep.
Play me out there, brother.
All right.
Hey, if you're listening.
Peace out, everybody.
Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Mental Case Dads. And hey, do us a favor, man. If you enjoyed this show, please, please, please hit the like, subscribe,
Just
and
do it.
share. And you know what? Leave us a comment. We really like the comments. So, love you all. Peace out. I think I did a 3.